Ladies and gentlemen, very pleased to welcome Gilbert Burns, the number 2 UFC welterweight in the world, up against Khamzat Chimaev at UFC 273. Gilbert, great to see you, man. Is this where the Khamzat hype train comes to an end?
I hope so. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna come to an end. I think I'm gonna beat him, but I think I don't know. I just think the step up was very different. Getting the guys. I don't even know the first guy that he fought in the UFC, the second guy that he fought in the UFC. I don't even know the guy's name, and I don't think you do. Do you know? The first guy and the second guy. You don't know. If you have to look right now out of your head, you don't know. Right? If I look, yeah, but we don't know. And then he fought a guy on the middleweight, and then he fought Li Jiliang. But I don't know. I think he's very, very good. But the step up on competition, out of ranks to a Chinese guy that's very good, but then he's going up to a number 2. I think the step will be very big after that fight. The hype kind of slowed down a little bit, and then they got to build him up again. But still believe he's very good, and he's gonna do good things in the sport, but not on top of me.
Do you feel that what's happened with him is kind of unusual? Has he impressed you in the way that he's very, very quickly made a name?
Was a lot of things going on that everything happened on the same time was a good opportunity. I think he kind of have the accent that kind of helps a little bit, and he did got a finishes. He got a couple good finishes and said the good things in the right time. Khabib was getting out. They need a guy. They needed that type of guy, especially the guy that can talk English, that can be a character, and he did everything good. All the competition that was given to him, he was back it up very good. And we see a couple guys like that. Connor for sure. We saw the beginning. Forgot the guy's name. Sage Northcutt was kind of like that crazy too. Guy was everywhere until he lost, but then the hype was kind of that crazy. Especially the guy got a couple crazy knockouts and do freaking crazy flips. Yeah, it was kind of like that. But then I do believe Khamzat Chimaev is kind of like, he's very good too, like high level.
Have you gone back and watched his early fights, or do you leave that to your coaches? Where do you see the weaknesses?
I watch it. I watch a lot of his fights. I don't see a lot of weakness. I see a guy with heavy hands, very high level wrestling, and good grappling. But it's kind of like describing myself a little bit. Heavy hands, high level grappler that can wrestle too. So a little guy, the difference that I see, I have way more experience, like double to more experience. And I fought tougher guys. I fought best in the world. I fought former best in the world, guys that fought for the title. And I've been training super hard. I'm here for a while already, 8 years in the UFC. I think I'm way more experienced than him. He got 10 fights, but a couple tough guys, but a couple unknown guys. So a lot of hype. So we'll see. April 9, a lot of answers, a lot of questions will be answered.
On paper, you don't ordinarily or ever see a guy ranked number 2 accept a fight with a guy ranked number 11. So what does that say about you, that you were willing to take this?
I'm here. I have 2 goals. I said that a couple of times. I have 2 goals in the UFC. I want to fight the best guys in the UFC. I want to become a champion. It's kind of part of my goal. I know a big win in Khamzat Chimaev going to get me very close to a title shot. And I want to fight the best guys. They say he's one of the best. Let's fight. Let's find out. So, but I just saw another crazy fight. We just closed. I saw Alex Pereira, the Brazilian guy, kickboxing champion. He's fighting the number 5 right now in Sean Strickland. So that guy has 2 fights only in the UFC. I think the way UFC is doing right now, they kind of testing those guys a little harder. They want to see if you were or if you were not. And that's what they're doing right now. If you see Israel Adesanya too, he was a guy that was quick fighting for the title. A lot of fights. It was in, I think, a little over a year. The guy did 5 wins and fought for the title. I think they kind of hurry these guys a little bit, just let's see if the guy's going to make it. That's what they're doing right now.
Is there any danger that he misses the weight because it's not always been easy for him, and he's kind of a middleweight, really. Is that a factor?
For him, yeah, I'm gonna fight anyways. I'm already did the whole camp. Already did a lot of investments on the training, my recovery, and bringing guys. Doing a lot of training. I'm gonna fight. I'm ready to fight. That weight cut, he's very big. That I heard. Then I heard he's not as big. Then I heard he's cutting weight. So I don't know what to believe. So we'll see. But the guy looks like he's running his butt off everywhere that I see. He's running, doing stuff. So he probably gonna cut a lot of weight. So I don't. But I think he's very professional. I think he's gonna make weight. I think that fight was booked freaking couple months ago, so he should be ready.
A lot of people talk about his work ethic being his best quality. Has it made you want to work even harder?
I work super hard already. He's no way I can work harder than I do. I'm being very smart on this camp to don't overtraining, because that's one of the things that I used to do. So, but yeah, we'll see. I used to fight a lightweight, and I was a horse work, and I work extremely hard. But the weight cut kind of affected my performance. Second round, I was getting tired. I was slowing down, but on the training, not. So let's see how the weight cut gonna play on him.
I interview Aung Sang a lot because I'm based out in Asia. What's it like having that guy in the gym? He seems like a very cool training partner, and just Sanford MMA in general. Like, it seems like a cool atmosphere over there.
Yeah, we have a very great atmosphere right now. A lot of big fights. So we have very good guys right here. On this card, we have me, Ian Gary, and Mickey Gall. Two very young and very good prospects that I think they're going to get a win as well. And we do have Michael Chandler fighting Tony Ferguson. That's going to be another big one. And we have Logan Storley from Bellator fighting for the interim belt against MVP. So, yeah, we have a lot of big fights. We have guys, ONE FC, Bellator, UFC, a lot of upcoming guys. Yeah, we're doing a good job over there.
Do you get rounds in with Aung?
I do have. Aung is freaking very good. He's always around. He's always helping out. He said he wants to grapple more with me. Yeah, he's grappling good. And we always grapple. We're always helping each other. Aung, he's different. He's that guy that has the champion mentality, always helping, very good heart. It's great to have these guys around. Like Aung, he's a real champion, a real a human being, like a very good guy.
When I first started doing MMA interviews was 2013, and I had a radio show in Singapore, and one of the first guys on my show was this Brazilian guy. His name was Herbert Burns. He is the man, dude. When nowadays, right, they're doing some crazy fights. They're doing boxers, celebrities, everything. But I don't know if Dana White would ever do brothers. Who would you want to fight? The Paul brothers, the Diaz brothers? Like, who would be the best fight for the Burns brothers?
Whoever accepts. I don't think those guys will accept, but those two will be good. The Diaz or the Pauls, that would be a nice one. And Herbert's doing very good. He just opened his new academy here in Florida, Lantana. He's kind of like 20 minutes from Sanford MMA. We all supporting. He's doing a great job. He just recovered from knee surgery. Now he's very good. And I helped him out going to Singapore. I was in Singapore in 2010. They need a guy to stay, and then I put my brother in contact. So he went there 2011 or end of 2010. And he loved it over there. And he was staying there, and he kind of started his career over there. It was very nice.
He's a massive talent. Is he going to be back competing soon?
For sure. He just got done with the knee surgery. Whenever he was recovering from the knee surgery, he knew he was not going to be able to train for like 8 months, doing a lot of recovery. So he started the project to open up his academy, and it looks beautiful. And the academy is already running. He's already going full. He got a lot of members already, and he's back on training. I do believe he want to test that knee more, make sure the knee is very good. He's already training full speed, sparring, training. So I think he's going to take like 1 or 2 months just to get in shape, to get back in training, and then schedule a fight.
So Dana White said that it's pretty much the number one contender fight, this fight for you. So how pleased are you that that's going to happen? And If Usman fights Edwards, is it Usman just keeping the belt? Is it going to be the rematch with you and Usman, do you think? Is that what you see in the future?
I don't know. It will be very hard to predict that future. I do believe everything's about a performance. You know, I got to go out there and finish Hums out, make a very big statement. Otherwise, I got to do one more fight. And I think nowadays about that, you know, it's about a performance. And speaking of Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards, that fight is very, very close. I think that fight's closer than people think. And I see it's very hard to predict the winner. I do believe Leon Edwards is that good, and I think the fights will be very, very close.
I've heard you talked about pride. I mean, today you mentioned it as well. Your two goals, being the champion and fighting the best. Do you have to fight Masvidal and Colby before you hang them up, do you think?
Masvidal, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do, but Colby for sure. Colby is on my list. I gotta fight Colby. You know, that was the fight that I want, but then he kind of called out Masvidal. I knew they were gonna make that fight. Then I accepted the fight with Hamza, but Masvidal is. I don't think he's one of the best right now. For sure, if he got a couple, one or two wins, I think he'll be back in there. And then yeah, maybe. But Colby, for sure, got to fight Colby.
There's a lot of exciting fights in this division. You versus Khamzat's definitely right up there, man. Thank you for your time. So good to interview you for the first time, Gilbert. I appreciate it. You're the man.
Thank you. Have a good one, brother.